Hello, friends. Lamisha here, of course, from LamishaSerf-Walls.com. Today, I am bringing you something a little bit different. Technically, it could be considered a mindset video, but I want to talk specifically today about 3 misconceptions that are messing up your mindset or messing up your idea of what mindset is. And I want to talk about this because these are things that I hear all the time. These are things that I hear from clients, from potential clients, from people in my community. And I want to address them because I want to make sure that we are really clear about what mindset is and what it isn't, quite frankly, right? So if you've been around here for a while, you know that I talk a lot about mindset and how mindset is everything when it comes to anything. If you want to change your finances, if you want to change your health arena, if you want to change your relationships, if you want to change anything in your life, any area that feels stuck or you're just ready to go to the next level and expand, you really have to adjust the mindset, right? You have to adjust your mindset, your beliefs, your thoughts, all of that. But what does that really mean? And there are 3 things that people think it means that it actually doesn't. So I want to go over those with you today so that we can nip that in the bud, okay? So the first misconception that can be messing up your mindset is that being positive is enough. Now, if we're looking at being positive versus being negative, of course, being positive is going to be the better thing. But being positive isn't what mindset is all about. It's not even the bulk of the message. So being positive, when I hear this a lot, I hear people saying, oh, well, I'm trying to be positive about that job offer, or I'm trying to be positive about my health area, or I'm trying to be positive about how the world's, turning out right now, or be positive about the year. But the thing about being positive is that it's not specific enough. It doesn't take into account your thoughts and beliefs. It doesn't take into account the cycle of thoughts that are running through your head on a consistent basis. It's just not even looking at that at all. So when you talk about being positive, while yes, it's better than being negative, it's not actually what mindset really is. At the core of mindset, we're looking at what do I believe to be true and what is that creating in my life? And then what is it that I need to believe to be true in order to create this next level of my life, right? So it's a bit more, not a bit, it's a lot more specific. True mindset work is more specific. So if you're just being positive, it isn't enough and you need to do more, okay? The second misconception that I hear quite often is that negative emotions are bad. And just like the whole concept of positive and negative, I really don't even like those terms. But when I talk about negative emotions, what I'm hearing people talk about are like sadness, frustration, anger, jealousy, right? Envy, all of these things that might be deemed uncomfortable or bad emotions. And the thing about negative emotions is that they're not actually bad, right? They're not right or wrong. They're not black or white. They're not this or that. They're not bad. They're actually necessary. And the reason they're necessary is because when you have an emotion, when you have a negative emotion or a sad emotion or whatever it is that you don't necessarily want to feel, there are a couple of good things that come out of that. Number one, it tells you to look at something, right? So if you feel a certain way, if you're feeling negatively about your finances, then that means, listen, I need to look at this situation and I need to look at the emotion that it's bringing up. So then I can go behind the emotion and I can find the belief. Does that make sense? So the negative emotions actually give us tons of information around our mindset. It gives us the information about where we need to do a little digging. What is it that I believe to be true? What is it that I'm focusing on? What is that story that I'm telling that's creating that emotion? And then once you have that, then you can transform the situation. Then you can change your belief. A lot of times what we hear from other coaches and teachers is that you just have to kind of go to this rainbows and unicorns thing, and that's not it at all. The bulk of the work that I do with clients is about looking at those emotions. It's about processing those things. It's not about putting it in a box, sweeping it under the rug, let's pretend it doesn't happen. No, you have to process through that. And that is where the actual transformation is going to come. Okay, so remember, negative emotions are not bad. I don't even like to call them negative. Emotions are not bad. They just give you information about where you need to look at some of those beliefs. Okay, so that's the second misconception. The third misconception that I hear, the third and final one, is that you can just set it and forget it, right? Mindset is not a process where you can set it and forget it. It is not one of those situations where you can do it once and feel better forevermore. That's not how it works. If that were how it worked, I wouldn't have a job, right? So what is mindset? What does it require? Well, you've probably heard me talk about this quite often, but mindset is really about a process. It's about a practice. It's about planting the seeds, planting the new beliefs, and then reinforcing that, stepping into that energy, feeling into that space so that it becomes a natural way of your being, right? It would be so nice to go, I believe all that, I attract all the money in the world, that I am happy, healthy, and free. If I could just think it once and then it would happen like magic, it would be amazing. But that's not really how this works. So it requires constant attention, consistent focus, and a daily practice. And if you're not doing those things and you're kind of checking in and out of your mindset game and you're just trying to be positive and you're ignoring the emotions, you're probably not seeing a lot of results when it comes to the changes you want to make in your life. So if you have any of these 3 misconceptions, I want you to really look at them and maybe watch this video over again so that you can get to the root, get to the core of what mindset really is and create some transformation in your life. Okay? So I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope to do more videos like this, but if you have questions about this or you are ready to really dial in your mindset and really take some big action and to transform those beliefs and really get to the core of your own mindset stuff in any particular area of your life, I want to encourage you to reach out. I am doing some pretty special and unique things between now and the end of the year to really support as many people as possible as we roll into 2021. So if this is something that speaks to you, if you really feel that vibe and you're really looking to make some big changes and you're curious about what this could do for you, hit the button below, send me a quick email, schedule a consultation. Let's talk about some of these options. Let's talk about where you're struggling and see where we can maybe find a good fit, a good program for us to work together. Okay. So again, I hope this was helpful. If you have additional questions or other things you'd like me to address, feel free to shoot me an email and send those my way. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, mindset is everything. So make sure you're doing that mindset work. All right. Talk soon.